played, or for instance, we recorded the vocals in the car with like
Yeah.
the mix blasting through the speakers and stuff, and
Yeah.
and we had the video communication and stuff. Like all those things maybe influence how you do stuff. I don't know how you guys think about those things, or maybe you haven't
Well,
given it much thought, but
I think the vocal booth was really nice because it gives you a really clear um, like view of how you're singing
yeah,
because you don't got the reflections and stuff.
yeah,
Because normally we just use one screen, or we used to put a sleeping bag over a ceiling fan, and that was our vocal booth. So it was
yeah.
really nice to get in a proper booth.
Yeah.
In the,
Well, you kind of feel more alone, like even though we had the camera and we could see exactly what you were doing, which was funny
Yeah.
too. It was cool for communication because we could see how you were performing and stuff. But
Yeah.
And we
you
changed the
feel,
colors of the.
yeah, invert the colors of the camera, but you feel like you have your own space and your own cave, and no one can hear you, and you can just
Yeah.
sing. But then there's like a few other people listening on speakers really loud to what you're doing. But you
Yeah.
don't notice that when you're in the vocal booth. So that's
Yeah, that's true. And
Bubble.
normally that's not really a problem for me to record with people in the room, but it's
Depends
just
on who they are.
yeah, also. But it's just mostly the quality of the sound inside of the booth was really nice. It's
Yeah.
just like an ear opener for a change.
Yeah. Well, and you could hear yourself with some reverb as well, of course, in the
Yeah,
headphones, and
yeah.
I guess well, in the future we could try this. It'd be cool to try, but we did it in the car, and we couldn't actually drive for several reasons, but mainly because I didn't have an audio interface that was battery powered, or I didn't have like there's like those car adapter things that you plug into the cigarette lighter thing, and then you have a
Oh,
plug.
yeah.
I didn't have one of those, but maybe in the future we could do that. But we'll still how did that change your performance? Did you feel any different? Because it is fun. It was fun to do, but I guess it's not very natural in a sense. Look, thought about it anyway, because you're like, well, let's try recording it in the car, and you have to set it up and plug the aux into the speakers. I mean, it didn't take a long time, but how was that for you?
Well, it's I actually enjoyed it, and
Because we used a few bits of your scream as well in the car.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's also because when you're in the car, you're sitting, and it changes the way you're singing, so it feels
Yeah.
different. So it's like not really a different sound, but you can put some accents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
It's also more dead, I guess, compared to no vocal booth. A car is pretty dead sounding, so. And it was loud, of course. Normally, you probably have headphones, and there you were blasting it over the monitor, so you feel more.
Yeah, it's more a live vibe.
Yeah, more like it. Yeah, in the zone. Like that's. I've actually been looking into this, and I talked about this a little bit in my final project for a module before this module or last period or term. But it would be great to record drums, and then finding a way with like keeping the bleed minimal, with like to record drums through a monitor, like with the reference track or click blasting through a monitor, so you can hear, like it's the same level as when you're doing it live, but that obviously would entail that would be bleed and stuff. But yeah, that's so that it made you feel more comfortable than just the loud, like
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if no one else has to say anything about that, I'll move on to the next question. There's not that many left, only 150. No, not 150. There's a few double questions.
I have to hurry because I need to drive home pretty quick.
Oh yeah, shit! It's the curfew. Okay, let's do this really quickly. Okay.
Wow, you can drive in 20 minutes, so.
Okay.
It's in 7 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try to do it quick. Otherwise, when you're home, you can just log on.